Should we introduce the 2 new characters?
Yeah.
You're not new. You showed up briefly in the last episode. She's new. This is a one
But
shot.
she says that even though it's a podcast and you don't know who's who.
Well, okay, well, she's going to introduce herself in just a minute. I just wanted to point out that this has nothing to do with our last adventure. 2 of our guys couldn't be here.
It's an AU.
Fucking, spot on, yo. So this is going to be a one-shot that I've run before called Horror at Havel's Cross. So, yeah. We have a new...
I don't. I just like the name.
I was like, I've run this before and I don't know if you were there. But I don't think you were there.
I don't think I was.
No. We have a new person here, and she decided to choose 2 of the most complicated classes, the most complicated races to play for her first time. So we'll see how this goes.
Okay, to be fair though, she held me, so she didn't stop me from choosing an SMR.
I didn't know either. There's a reason that beginners usually choose. There's a reason that beginners usually choose elf, human, dwarf, or halfling. Those are the easiest races to play.
Honestly, I can just go edit it and just be like, I'm not an SMR.
I want to see how you do this. You made your bed, you lie in it. Especially
She tucked me in.
Especially when you have to get into godly parentage stuff and stuff like that.
She tucked me in though.
Okay.
She's part of it. I laid in my bed, but she tucked me in there. She's like, there you go.
Like a big burrito. There you go.
There you go. Suffer. So I don't know what you're gonna do with like godly parentage stuff. And
I tried my best. I watched videos of people
I know you get a
who
bunch
have played
of
ASMRs and recommend how you play them.
I know you get a bunch of bonuses depending on who your godly parent is, but I've never played one. I don't know what, like, if do you get wings at a certain point, right?
Yeah, at a certain point, I think, I don't remember what level it is though, but you do get wings, so
Wait, what?
that is a thing.
See, she has learned her facts.
AASIN.
For the most part.
You're just like...
Say that again?
It's, if I had known, I would not have chosen this.
But she did research though, so that's nice.
Yeah, but still,
Like, she's not doing anything
you learn through experience. If it gets too hard to like play the race and stuff, because I know there's also certain role playing aspects you have to do. Considering you have godly parentage, I would just change the race. Like,
should we just do it right now?
Do you want to change the race right now?
I can do it
I
right
feel
now.
like it would
It's
just
fine.
be easier on you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this because I want to be an asshole.
Oh, no, that's
I'm
completely
saying
fine.
this because like, I want your first experience to be easy and not have you worrying constantly about mechanics
Be a
and stuff.
tiefling like me.
Join the tiefling. Oh my god.
Be a tiefling.
Okay, well, what do you recommend for first time player?
Well, there's the 4 easy ones to play, which are human, elf, dwarf, and halfling.
No, but the thing is,
As a paladin, you could also be a half orc.
A half orc?
That's pretty fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see.
Why?
see.
Why, Ashley?
Wait, I'm going to change the race.
Asshole.
Just any race that's found in the main player's handbook is going to be like, there's going to be a lot of stuff on it and how to play it.
Okay, here's halfling. Do you want to be a halfling? Alright.
A tiny little paladin. A tiny paladin.
Let's have a tiny paladin.
What if you have a
What?
dwarf as a paladin?
She's a dwarf.
But I'm
Yeah, okay, so we have an elf, we have a half elf,
Barbarian.
a tiefling,
A dwarf.
a dwarf, and you could be whatever.
You can be half orc, human,
I'll be a
elf.
human. That's fine.
Human? Yeah.
What's a variant?
Very.
Oh, don't worry about variant.
Yeah.
Just pick a
What's a
random one.
human?
Yeah, don't worry
We'll
about
change it
variant.
later.
That's more like regional, like where you live in the realm. But a cool thing about humans is they get +1 to all stats.
Ooh.
So you get a bonus
Speak
on all
my
stats.
language so we can talk shit together. Pick
Infernal. Dude, honestly,
Let's talk shit about everyone else.
Okay.
That's what our other characters are gonna do together.
Yes.
All
That
3 of
one will
us.
save.
Talk shit.
Edda speaks
And-
the dragon and giant.
Alright.
I don't know how to say the dragon part.
What?
For me, I need to like.
Draconian? Yeah, she
Draconian?
speaks Draconian and giant, my dwarf.
Yeah, but we can talk shit now.
You speak dwarfish? As a
Honestly,
dwarf?
when
You're supposed to be like, I fucking hope
When,
so.
when I was
we almost had
Roll
the same amount of
worker
hit
head.
Yeah, I sure hope it
when
does.
when we were first doing this one, my friends who had played before, they're like, you should talk Infernal,
I
just so
have
you know if a
this.
tiefling's
Man,
talking
I'm a
shit. And I was like, oh
hunter
my
for
god.
Because they are. Spoiler alert, all tieflings are talking shit.
Literally me when Maverick's
Yeah, 'cause
a
I know
piece of
for the
crap,
most part,
you fucker, I love you, but you're
Mars
a
don't
fucker.
tieflings don't like each other.
Well, guess
Yeah, 'cause
what?
one's
Since I'm a
one's
level
heavily
2
higher,
character,
one's
one's
one
one
higher
character.
character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess what I'm gonna fucking I love
Okay,
you.
okay. Alright. Now that that's all straightened out, what's your name? Anyway.
My character name?
Yeah.
Darlis. Darlis?
Darlis.
Darlis.
Yeah,
Darla.
Darlis.
So we're just gonna call her Darla for short.
Just say Dara for sure.
Dar.
Dar.
Hey, Dar.
So
Dar,
we have Dar, the
I think
human
of
paladin.
I think of
She's joining us for this little. Sorry, oof, it's the coke.
Burps.
The Coke.
Hope, yeah.
Are you doing drugs, please?
Yes, I am. Anyway, not the point. The point is, we are here on a little alternate universe adventure. We're gonna go ahead and say that whatever happened in Phandalin didn't happen in this universe, although that'll continue sometime soon, hopefully, when my other guys are here.
They're actually here.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys are still in the Forgotten Realms, in an alternate universe Forgotten Realms. You've all met and kind of know each other. We're just going to go ahead and assume that you guys have been, kind of gotten to know each other. Maybe you've been on a couple of other adventures and stuff. A couple of other adventures together in the past or something. You're all kind of like, maybe mercs or muscle for hire kind of people. Except for Amnon. Amnon's a twink.
I'm a whore.
Edda is comfortable with them.
But the thing is, I'm a cleric, so I was
She's
probably
comfortable with
helping
them.
around.
I may or may not have had sex with Maverick a couple times.
Stop! No.
Not in my good Christian household.
He consented.
Anyway.
When did I say?
Okay.
he paid.
So y'all are chilling at this inn called the Spring Shoot. It's in a small town in the Forgotten Realms, kind of a rural farming village. If the image would clear up, I'd be able to tell you more. But it's just they're. Okay. I'm actually gonna try and do something here because I've run this before, and I was thinking maybe I ran it better back then. So I'm gonna go here
Calm down, guys.
and go to the beginning.
What?
No, just calm down. Sorry.
This is people can still hear us outside. It's not soundproof, guys.
Yeah, it is not soundproof. Okay, so.
We gotta calm down, guys.
Just like chill.
So guys, chill.
Sorry about this, but I want to, when I ran this before, I, totally typed out, a big,
spiel,
an intro thing, and it was pretty.
It was nice.
And
Just gonna read through that, just gonna cheat a little.
Yeah, I'm going to cheat a little and use what I have used before, as soon as I find it.
Unoriginal.
Well, hey, if it works, why change it?
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Why did you lock me out?
Here we go. You're passing through a small town in the countryside, mostly populated by half-elves and by halflings, and gnomes, all going about their business. The quiet of the street is disturbed by a loud and giant caravan rolling through town. The townspeople whisper behind their hands. You step to the side and allow the group to pass. Running behind them is a small halfling woman. She huffs and stops in front of you, taking deep breaths. She waves at the caravan. Come back soon and tell me everything, she calls after them. She looks to you and her eyes widen. Wait, I found someone, she yells, and the carriage stops. She smiles and looks back to you. You're the tough sort, right?
I mean,
I'm a healer, so
I'm okay with it. So
You're you two are kind of decked out in big armor, and you got knives, so you look kind of threatening. You don't look that threatening, but you still look
You're
like
from demonic.
You still look kind
I'm
of.
from demonic heritage.
It's already threatening.
You look kind of threatening.
mystical.
It's already threatening.
I mean, I suppose so.
So,
Yes.
and she tells you that she might have a job for you guys, and if you would come meet her at the town's local inn, the Spring Shoot, she'll tell you more about it, and you might get a handsome reward, but only if you're interested and if you think you can handle it. So I assume you guys are gonna wanna.
I don't see why not.
You guys gonna wanna check it out?
sure.
If there's money involved.
Okay.
I'll go. Sure.
So you go into the Spring Shoot, and there's a bunch of diminutive sorts just kind of roaming around. There's a woman with curly chestnut brown hair and purple robes that's sat alone at a table and reading from a heavy book. She looks kind of professorly, so you can assume that she's at least some sort of scholar. The professor is engrossed in her work, but once you guys make yourself known, she looks up to you and she gets excited and waves you over and orders a round of drinks for the table. If you don't drink alcohol,
nice.
I'm glad that's just.
I don't
That's
drink.
just great.
It's fine.
Gladly
To you,
takes
my
her
dear
cup.
woman.
I don't think it's ideal for me to drink either.
No, you don't want to give me.
No,
you don't want it. I'll
no,
take
three
your
is
drink.
too
That's
much.
completely fine.
At
You
least
can
you
take
want-
it.
Hey, just take it up. Just.
We have two.
chug
Bottoms
your
up, my friend.
Bottom.
Okay. Alright. So she says, my name's Landy. I'm an archaeologist, and my colleagues are about to go on an excavation and need some help guarding the caravan. See, a few days ago, I met another archaeologist, an elf named Candor, who sent word that he found something really amazing at Havel's Cross. The caravan is going up to meet with him and find out what it was. And we need someone to guard the caravan. Would you be interested in doing that?
No, that hard.
Sure or not?
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down.
Okay. We don't actually have archaeologists don't make a lot of money, but it should be an easy job, especially for people like you. If you have any questions, just let me know. The caravan leaves tonight.
Alright.
Do you have any questions about the site, where it's going?
Where exactly is it going?
Well, Havel's Cross used to be an old kind of burial ground. They haven't done much excavating at it. They think it has ties to a kind of like ancient civilization, and so that's why they started excavating it in the first place. It seems to be some sort of religious structure, kind of maybe like a burial ground or something. But she says that the site is perfectly safe, otherwise we wouldn't have risked the excavation in the first place. It's just the road there that's cause for alarm, and that's why we need you to guard the caravan. There's already a guard with the team, but if they found something interesting, it's not unusual to ask for escorts. So she doesn't know what they found, but they found something at Havel's Cross, and she's super excited.
Okay.
And she wants to go with the caravan, so she's going to come with you guys. You guys are going to guard the caravan for her.
Alright.
So how long will it take to be exact?
Oh, it's like 3 days. 3 days journey.
3 days.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
That's not that
In
bad.
D&D time, that's like super short.
It's short. Yeah.
Because you guys
It's
don't
not
have
that
motorized
bad.
cars or anything.
It's not that bad. I wish we had cars, dear God. He'd make things
Walk
easier.
everywhere.
Too bad.
Those
you
them
don't have
thighs
children.
though, they thick. They thick from all them walking.
She's authorized, by the way, I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier, but she's authorized to spend up to 500 gold on the escort. And she's like,
So
she's
Oh my.
and that doesn't sound like a lot to her. You can kind of tell she's from like noble scholarly birth, but she's like, but you know, she seems friendly and nice enough. She's like, oh,
I like you.
yeah,
keep
she's,
you.
she's
I like
cheerful.
her.
She's
Like
she's
the
a
money.
bookish sort.
Can
Cute
I
little
keep
girl.
you?
Yes.
Can we keep her?
The,
You can keep the money.
I mean, yeah, that too.
yeah, let's go investigate a mysterious cult.
Let's do it. Let's join a mysterious cult. What up?
No, I'm stopping you there.
Oh, come on.
No.
Even
It can't
I-
be that bad.
It's
I
the
know.
goblin all over again. Stop.
Okay, so the people who are the people that you're gonna meet at the site, she tells you, are her elf friend Candor and a human called Sekin, and a gnome called Quinn, and they have a dwarven bodyguard called Graz Shatterbone. Cool name.
Can I ask how handsome looking Candor is?
Well,
Right in
Randy's
front
a
of-
lesbian,
right-
so that's not
right-
what she's really
Wait,
looking at.
Right in front of him, really.
My character's
Right in front
bisexual.
of him.
She made me angry. So
I'm happy.
Somebody's
Hello.
attached tonight.
My, my dwarf is bisexual. He loves it.
I don't know. Last time I played this, Landy ended up being a lesbian, so Landy's still a lesbian.
Flirt. I support this.
I
Flirt.
love you, Maverick.
I'm good.
You guys
either
need to
way.
have a healthy conversation and talk about boundaries and stuff. And just it must be hard given that you're a cleric and you are
Whore.
heathen.
Just say it bluntly. I'm a goddamn whore.
You're also from a heathen background.
Well, you're also a rogue.
I'm also a fucking demon.
You're also a
Okay.
tiefling.
Okay, guys,
You're like, honey.
guys, we'll have plenty of time to talk about this on the road. We'll be traveling in close quarters as we head to the magical ground of the murder cult.
Okay.
Murder cult is
Murder cult.
kind of a heavy saying. I mean, the cult that
Foreshadowing.
created
Doing
Havel's
it.
Cross was probably centered around kind of like death and rebirth, but we don't really know.
So
Okay.
necromancy.
Okay. Yes.
Are you enjoying our shenanigans?
It's fun.
As you, so you guys all agree to go, and you leave that night with the caravan. As you journey, the scenery around you becomes wilder. Farmlands and meadows give way to thick, tangled forest and stretches of open moor. After a morning spent trudging up a muddy road, Landy eventually declares that the inn is just around the next bend. You guys are, oh fuck, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget stuff and I have to like retcon and go back and pretend that I said it.
It's okay.
But you guys are gonna meet. What I forgot to tell you is that you guys are supposed to meet the crew at an inn near the excavation site. You guys aren't supposed to actually go to the excavation site.
We're gonna go meet them first.
You're gonna go meet them at the inn and then help escort the artifact back.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Okay. That there's an inn just around the next bend. With thoughts of a warm fire and dry clothes spurring you on all of you, you put a final push in and hurry up the slope. But as soon as the inn comes into view, it's clear something has gone horribly wrong. At a glance, it would have been easy to mistake the 3-story building for a small fortress with narrow slits for windows and tough-looking stone walls. The oaken door at the front of the building is thick and sturdy-looking, but it has been thrown wide open and swings gently in the breeze. The slumped form of a dead horse lays in the road where the stables would have once stood. There is only a pile of smoldering, charred wood and bones.
Oh, the dead horses. What's with the dead horses?
Landy sees this and immediately starts panicking. She decides that
I'm gonna slap my hand over her mouth so she doesn't scream.
Okay, but she obviously really wants to. She's like panicking. She's shaking.
I'm just gonna have her. I'm gonna have Amnon slap his hand.
Just
over
try
her
to
mouth
calm her down.
and like take her to the back of the caravan and like push her towards the back of the caravan.
Okay,
telling her to be quiet and go back.
So Landy takes her hint and she goes and hides in the bushes. Anyone want to roll? Like, do you want to investigate the dead horse? Do you want to just go straight to the end?
Can I stealth? Can I go stealth?
Can I investigate the dead horse then?
Go investigate it.
Okay, we'll investigate the dead horse.
Can I stealthy? Can I be stealthy?
Yes, you can be stealthy, but I'm gonna need you to roll a wisdom check. With medicine.
With medicine?
Yeah, roll a medicine check.
I roll my stealthy stealth.
You don't have to roll your stealth right now.
Stealth. Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay.
And with my medicine, it's +4.
Oh, fuck yeah, you made it. So you check out this horse, and it becomes very apparent to you that the bite marks on the horse, like the horse's stomach is split open, did not come from wolves or wild dogs, but something roughly human-sized with sharp teeth, and there's also signs of deep claw marks around the horse's hide.
I swear to God, if it's the fucking undead, I'm gonna lose my goddamn shits.
Probably.
I don't care less anymore.
Do you want to deal with fucking zombies? I think not.
I don't think anyone wants to deal with zombies, okay?
Alright, so you've listened, you figured out about the horse. Everybody roll, do you guys want to investigate with a perception check to see if you can like kind of see inside the inn right now? Because there doesn't appear to be any other entrance. Sorry, I'm like burpy. There doesn't appear to be any other entrances into the inn except for the front door. And there's like narrow slits of windows.
Okay, I'll do perception.
Can I go check on the...
I have a 21 for perception check.
That is a 14.
Landy?
I have a 21.
Okay, 1 sec.
I'll go with
So you can hear low voices speaking in Goblin coming from inside. The
goblins.
Landy is safely tucked in some bushes, and she is quietly shaking. And she's kind of trusting you guys to go forward and tell her like when it's safe. But she is pretty shaken up.
I'm just checking. I'll go back to you guys.
Gazing into Havel's Wood Inn is like staring into a nightmare. Maybe a dozen bodies laid open with deep slashes are scattered on the floor behind overturned tables. Beer and blood are splattered everywhere, and as with the horses, the corpses appear to have been partially eaten. As if this wasn't bad enough, you can see 6 goblins are going through the pockets of the fallen, while a hobgoblin pries open a lockbox in the middle of the room using a rusted crowbar. How do you want to go in?
Can I do a sneak attack?
Yeah.
You're with me, right?
Yeah, you guys are together.
Okay, so can we both do a sneak attack then?
Okay, who do you want to sneak attack?
Can you sneak attack? I don't think you have that.
Everyone can.
I have +2.
Everyone can sneak and attack, but you as a rogue get extra bonuses for sneak attacking because that's what you're supposed to do.
Whichever is closest to the door, I'm gonna sneak attack this motherfucker.
Okay. Well, okay then.
And I'll go to the next closest one then.
Okay, so let me roll to hit. Come on,
I got 17. I got a 19.
12
plus 4.
16.
Yeah, 16. I can't do math in my head.
It's okay.
I have a 16.
16. Alright, so you both remain unseen. The rest of you are going to have to do the same. So are going to have to do a stealth roll if you don't want to give them away.
So I do
you all have to, if you're going to sneak, you all have to sneak.
Yeah. No, it's completely understandable.
18.
I do that?
Okay, yeah.
19.
Get your stealth on. You don't have a plus anything, so whatever. It's a straight roll. Oh
God!
Don't give me away.
Clunk. Wait, don't paladins get disadvantage because of the whole
Clunky clunk
and everything?
No, that's your armor's medium, right? You know.
I think so.
It's not heavy.
You wouldn't get. It's not. If it's you don't have heavy armor, so it's
because I remember listening to a podcast once and it was like, oh.
Well, you do, but they don't. She doesn't have heavy armor.
Oh,
it's medium.
All right.
You got this.
That's
16.
Okay, you're all good. You all managed to stay.
Your first roll.
You all managed to stay out of sight of the goblins. And now I'm gonna need you all to, since it's a surprise round, you all get to attack first. There are 6 goblins going through the pockets of the dead bodies that are kind of scattered around. Go ahead and roll a d20 for see if you hit.
I'll see if
Come on, be the roll.
All of us?
Yeah, if you're all gonna attack, do you all want to attack the goblins?
17.
It's not 20!
Yeah.
17.
17?
Natural 20.
Let's see.
So then I add sneak attack damage to this?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so a d6. I have not rolled. D6.
Let's see.
I use my warhammer.
A d6.
Do you want, so you're all attacking?
Yeah.
That is a 14, and then this.
Plus 4?
That'd be 18.
So then can I just use my rapier?
You want to use the rapier?
Yeah.
4.
Okay, cool.
The
good news is you all hit.
4.
This is my dice roller if you want to use that. The good news is that you all hit. Are you all attacking different goblins, or do 2 of you want to double up on one goblin?
Do you want to double up?
We'll double up.
Because I got 7.
I'll go on.
Fuck yeah, the games are double teaming.
How many goblins?
I'll go on 1. I got 18.
I love you.
How many goblins are there?
There are 6.
You're so hot and attractive.
I'll go one on my own too.
Okay, so you're both going to attack one on your own?
Yeah.
Alright, so I actually have to kind of map out.
Wait, so what die? Wait. For hits again, I forgot.
Okay, d4, what does it say to roll?
Yeah, it tells you what to roll for damage on the weapon thing.
Oh. Yeah. For weapon is D6, I think?
It's the square.
It's the square! So you 2 are doubling up on one goblin, and you 2 are both attacking one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got 6.
So you did 6 damage?
I did 7.
I did 8.
Okay.
I did 18.
So you...
18? You did 18 damage?
No, she didn't. Show her how to roll damage.
Okay, come here. So
What weapon are you attacking with?
She's using a javelin. So you're using a d6, which is this one.
See, it'll say right there, 1d6
Okay,
plus
you got 2, so 4.
4. Okay.
There we go.
It's like
Give
18
me the
minutes,
wrong
like-
dice.
No, I thought you were rolling to hit, so I was like, here you go, roll
Jesus
to hit.
Christ.
Okay, so 2 of them are down, and then one of them is bloodied at this point. Yeah. One of them is bloodied. Now, however, all the other goblins have noticed you as you jump in and kill 2 of their brethren and wound another. So everyone roll initiative.
Got it.
Oh boy, roll a d20.
Roll a d20 and then add your
Let's see.
dexterity.
That's shit!
Calm down.
20 and then dexterity.
Yeah.
Wait, so then I'm 20 and then dexterity.
Natural
Then
20.
that's
It's just
That's-
20.
are you-
Just 20.
15.
Add your
I
dex.
got 17.
I have 0.
You have 0
9.
dex?
Yeah.
17.
There's nothing to add.
You have no dex? Okay, so you're both tied.
Mine's a 9.
Mine's 17.
Okay. 1 sec, I gotta roll for the goblins.
Motherfucker!
I got 2
I rolled
natural
a goddamn
20s.
7!
I
See,
just
I
got a
never
20.
when it's multiple of the
It's
same guy, I
alright.
never know whether to
It's fine,
roll.
man.
Okay, you know what?
You'll get them next.
Okay, give me 2
I mean,
seconds.
I killed one.
That's
I killed one as well.
I'm proud of you.
Give me 2 seconds to write down the order.
She's pouty. She's just like.
Yours was a 17, right?
Yeah, 17.
Okay, 1 sec. Let me roll for the goblins.
I'm not buying enough for those.
You're not bi enough for this.
I need to leave.
I'm not
That
skinny
look.
enough.
That look.
I'm
Just
not
that
as
look of
very
like-
gay, so.
All my characters
He's
are
very gay for Maverick. Oh, look at that. A heart too. My heart too.
Just get a room already.
Donkey.
I think Maverick maybe can, so.
Are you seriously saying you're gonna leave me?
Guys, come on. Sorry, this is taking a second. I'm gonna actually try something new, and I'm gonna try rolling different initiatives for every goblin.
Okay, go for it, man. This is gonna be different.
Wait, what?
She's gonna be.
She's
rolling
gonna
different
roll for
initiatives.
every
Okay.
goblin, like its own initiative.
Okay.
Instead of going
Yeah.
for them as a whole.
Yeah.
I feel like that lady's just like silently questioning us as she walks by and just like,
Yes.
hi.
So I don't want you to be loud, just in case. Guy.
We're next to moving to the whisper.
I know.
That was very high.
That wasn't high. That was just like.
This is the one wearing the Monokuma hat.
And this is all being recorded.
I'm so sorry. I just like to apologize to everyone. I'm
And
sorry.
then you got a 9, right?
I got 9.
Should probably
I'm
be the last
last,
one.
aren't I?
I don't know how this is gonna go. I've never actually done this before. Usually I use
I'm
the
gonna
same
get my
initiative,
ass
but I feel
handed
like
to
that's
Amazing.
I feel like that's this might
Level
change
2.
stuff up in terms of
Level 2.
Well, it makes it
Level
more
2.
interesting, to be fair.
well. Oh fuck, hobgoblin roll.
Oh shit, they're hobgoblins too.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Is that the head goblin?
Yes.
So there's one hobgoblin.
Wait, what's
I
Not
shorthand
gonna
write it
die.
as gobbo.
Wait, we ain't gonna die.
So we
I
have
would
a
have
gobbo.
at least had to
Okay.
We have 4
gotten
gobbos
married
and a
before I
hobgoblin.
die.
Okay.
We ain't gonna die.
Okay, so
I'm just waiting for you to propose.
sorry that took so long. You guys should propose in the middle of
say
battle, like
shit
that
in
scene in
Morbid.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay. Things. Okay, I'm going last in initiative. Things are probably gonna go shitty. I'm gonna have my ass handed to me. Will you fucking marry me? I'm not just like Maverick. Will you marry me?
Ew.
Maverick, can you perform the ceremony? Like, cause you're a cleric.
You're a
You can marry
cleric.
people.
She's
gonna marry
herself.
Why not? Anyway, that's not the point. Let's actually get to
Okay,
the.
I'll walk you there.
Okay.
I'll walk you there.
First in the order is Amanda. Who are you gonna go after? We have 1 bloodied goblin, 3 goblins at full health, and a hobgoblin.
I want to go straight for the hobgoblin.
Straight for the hobgoblin. All right, here we go.
Fancy.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Good luck.
Okay.
Inspiration.
18. Wait. 18.
It worked.
18, 19, 24. 24.
Jesus fucking Christ, you serious?
Okay.
That's a
So,
hit. No, it's just.
okay.
Well, she's a barbarian, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a fucking barbarian. You can rage.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to. Oh no, I'll do
No,
that next
you
time.
can do that.
Four,
I think
five,
you do that when you're bloodied though. Bloodied means they're at half health or
Okay.
below half health.
7.
Okay.
7 hit points of damage. Is that true? Can't you rage when you want to?
You can rage when you want, I think.
Cause
No, there's a well, I don't know if it's rage, but there's a special thing you can do when you're at half health.
Oh,
and I
it's
think
reckless. It's reckless.
Oh,
something like that, yeah.
It's reckless.
Anyway, wow, with one fell swoop, and this is why everyone loves barbarians and our fighters, you take this hobgoblin down to bloodied.
Woo! Go Ara.
Thank you.
Go girl.
You got this, girl.
You got this. Come girl. Just go.
Okay, so next in the order is Valerie. Who do you want to attack? There's a bloodied hobgoblin, there's a bloodied goblin, and then there's 3 goblins at full health.
If I can just say, I'm saying you should go over the hobgoblin because it's the strongest.
Yeah.
Should
So-
like,
You don't want to die.
So the 2 strongest people.
I'll go for
should
hobgoblin
we
then.
do
You
like
go
a
for the hobgoblin?
persona
Yeah.
like handoff?
Oh, and that's a D20.
And then you'd add your
You add
what to
your
this?
to hit.
To hit. So it'll say
Where is your?
No, you'd have
I
to
want to
scroll.
listen to this.
on your weapons. It'll say
Someone that I follow
see.
on
There you go.
casting
So,
call.
plus 4 to hit.
Casted
To hit.
for going
Okay.
on.
You roll a d20, add that to hit, and then you roll damage with +2.
Oh shit.
This is an 11.
Plus
So-
what?
15.
15.
That is not a hit. However, the main
Get behind me.
the main hobgoblin is still at half health, and because wait, who's next in the order? Oh, it's Floaty. So do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. You going for who? The hobgoblin or one of the goblins?
Wait, what?
Are you going for?
Wait, what?
Are you going for the main
Yeah,
guy
you're
or are you
going
going for the babies?
Yeah.
I should.
Actually, no, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Sorry, I lied.
Yeah, never mind. That doesn't count then.
I lied. It's one of the goblins. Yeah.
She writes down everything and then just like, wait.
Sorry. Okay. So actually, this goblin, after seeing what our barbarian has done to their leader, backs away slowly, and the hobgoblin follows in its steps and throws down its sword and starts begging for mercy. It gets on its hands and knees, and the rest of the goblins seem to follow it, going down on their hands and knees and begging for forgiveness. his
I'm
surrender.
proud of you right now.
He surrenders quickly, and he starts blurting out. Goblins are pussies, guys. We
Well,
learned this last
I know goblins, so
We
I
learned,
understand what they're saying.
he speaks common. Don't worry about it.
That's good.
The hobgoblin. So he just starts, crying and saying that he just saw he didn't actually kill these people. He just saw what happened and wanted to come investigate, and it's not his fault. Please don't kill him.
I'm gonna go. Can I go up to him and just put my knife against his throat?
Intimidation.
Yeah.
You better tell me what the
I mean, he's
fuck.
already.
Okay, he's thoroughly intimidated, guys. He's surrendered to you.
No, I'm angry. He killed people. I don't trust him.
No,
what
but
the
he just
fuck
said that
happens?
he didn't.
I'm not.
So as
Can you truly trust him though?
I don't know what happened. Okay, it's like I hope I never meet the creature that did this. I just saw we're just raiders and bandits. Okay, we saw the fire from their camp last night and just decided to go and see what happened. And then we saw the hell.
So you know nothing then.
I mean, I
you know
quite
nothing of what
understand
happened.
that, my friend,
Or what it
but
could have possibly attacked.
That's nice.
No.
You didn't. I'm just gonna.
His name is Cracks, by the way.
Cracks.
Hey, Kurt.
Hi, Cracks.
So what are you here for?
You didn't even get a glimpse of what this thing looked like.
No, we came here and the fire was burned out and all these bodies were dead. We didn't do any of it, okay? We just thought we might as well grab the loot and get the hell out of here.
Alright.
By the way, can I
Insight check.
Can I just collect the loot and put it like to the side so I can give it to our friend that's hiding in the bush later? That way, like, because I don't want taking.
Do you guys want to like this is where you were supposed to meet the other scholars? Do you want to know do you want to investigate to see if they?
Yes.
are all
Yes.
dead?
I want to investigate.
Okay, so you're gonna let Cracks go? Cracks and his men?
I'm just gonna
I
tell
say
him.
someone. I say you stay with him.
I say you kill Cracks, and all the other goblins will flee, and
That's also very true. If you kill the leader, then I mean.
Yeah, that was the point of them staying.
I say
Well,
you do what you want.
But what
Yeah.
if we can use them? If we meet this monster inside, we can use them as bait.
Oh, that's true.
they're not gonna stick around that long. They are gonna fucking. If you let them live, they're gonna fucking bolt.
They're gonna book
Okay, fine.
You gonna let them live, or you gonna kill them?
Look,
What's your alignment?
I don't know whether to kill you or to let you live.
What's your alignment?
I'm chaotic neutral.
She's like me.
You can do what you want.
Look,
Should we?
But it doesn't
I say that them.
I don't know. There's not going to be much to benefit you. They're just some goblins.
They
Just-
literally.
fine. I'll let you.
all right, so
No,
they
I've had
fucking
my
bolt.
fill.
They're like,
Fuck out.
thank you. They kiss your feet and they
Thank
fucking
you.
bolt.
Get the fuck out.
It's like
All right.
they didn't cause us damage. They were just like, oh, free shit. Okay.
No, we have your free shit.
No, we're gonna give that free shit back.
I'm just
Okay.
like waggles his eyebrows a little bit. Just like
Fine.
waggle, waggle,
Literally, there's
waggle.
one cowering in the bush. Be kind. Her friends are dead.
Okay, look.
We
For
don't.
her,
You don't
I
know
care
that. You guys don't know what the.
Okay, can I?
We haven't even
investigate?
We're gonna
checked
start.
on
We're
her.
gonna start investigating the carnage that is around.
It's a murder
So there are
mystery.
12 bodies in the inn. 7 are human, 3 are halflings, and 2 are dwarves. You, however, have never met the people who Landy's archaeologist friends. So you can't identify them. But if you want, you can bring her in and ask her to identify.
I think she's already
Should-
too.
Should I go get
I
her,
feel like
or should
it's-
I?
I feel like it's best to leave her.
She's
Well,
already
I don't
panicked
want-
enough.
Well, how are you gonna know if those are the people?
I feel like
Fuck.
I feel like we should bring her in, but I feel like
Warn
Rose
her.
should be, but like keep an eye on her because there's
Yeah.
strongest and Rose would be able to protect her.
Era.
Yeah.
Alright.
Era. Because I'm using my dwarf.
She's using Ara.
Ada, well,
Yeah.
Era.
Ada,
Ada?
Ara,
Yeah, well,
Ara.
Ada, so
Because it's era, so era.
yeah,
Okay.
so,
Oh, okay.
Ada,
Era,
so
Ada.
Ada will be able to protect her.
I'll
if she
go get
needs to.
her.
Alright.
So
we'll stay here.
if you
Be good.
you go outside and
I make no promises.
Are you split?
you go outside and you tell Landy that the scene is pretty fucking bad, but they need to know if their friends were among the dead.
And I'll tell her, if you need a breakdown or anything, I'm here.
Here for
Okay, so she's pretty shaken up. She saw the goblins run past, and she's pretty shaken up. She doesn't know what happens, but she walks in with you. She's kind of like holding your hand, like Like you're her mom. Because halflings are just a little bit shorter than dwarves.
Yeah.
So she walks in, she's kind of like clutching you, and she looks around at the bodies, and she peeks in and she almost vomits.
That's okay.
But she turns away and she shakes her head and she's like, I don't recognize any of the bodies.
No? Okay.
So
You can stay out here, you don't.
okay, so
If
as soon as that's over, she steps outside and she's like shaking and just like kind of
If
sitting
you
down.
need a vomit,
Trying to calm.
vomit because it makes you feel better.
Can I like
Yes.
investigate around like the room?
Wait,
Yes. Go ahead and. All right. Yeah.
Hope you said there were dwarves, right?
Investigation start.
Okay. One second.
So
Yeah, like everyone roll, or if you want to roll investigation, you can also
I'm gonna do for dwarves.
just to see like what like if you can piece together what might have happened here, what might have led to all these dead bodies.
Wait, what
It's
is
+4. Go.
You do notice
Skills
that
then.
you do.
Fucking 11.
Okay.
Wait, what's the roll again?
I'm pissed.
I got
It's
21.
investigation, which is an intelligence check.
I got a 21.
Cool. So you guys are able to piece together that.
Me too, Valeria.
7.
21, so 22.
Dice jail.
Okay, well, I assume that you guys are gonna share with them what you've
Yeah.
kind of pieced
Yeah.
together.
I'm not
So-
gonna know it.
This is going to
one
dice jail.
I can feel my throat.
This is
starting to
this is so sad. I'm a paladin. Like you would think, and it's like nah. It's 7. I don't know what happened here.
Wait, lucky number 7.
Freaking 11.
hurt. It happens.
I'm proficient in
You want some water
investigation.
though, just in case I can drink your drink?
It's cool. I got my drink here. Anyway, so you guys are able to piece together that whatever killed the horse outside is probably the same thing that killed the people in here. There's like bite marks that appear to be maybe human-like and large claw marks against a lot of the bodies.
Swear it's a werewolf.
Is it still in
The
the
body, you notice that the body nearest the door appears to belong to a guard of sorts, and they appear to have been killed by a blow to the head rather than the bites and slashes by the other patrons. There are also a few large pools of blood that are not near any bodies, suggesting that there may have been some corpses removed from the premises.
Cannibals?
I don't think cannibals.
Not cannibals.
But I mean, even then, that's
Also,
because they
you
just
notice-
bit them.
Also, there are
Like if they were like cannibals or any sorts
Would
of
we be
other
able? I have a
things.
question.
Yeah.
Would we would
Sacrifices?
anyone be able to figure out what it was by just like looking at the marks and stuff, or no?
right now all you know is that it appears to be
Can I
human-sized.
Scooby do this shit?
It's-
and like go upstairs and be like.
It would be a history.
It appears to be human-sized and it appears to be human-sized and got weird teeth and claws. If you guys want to attempt something like a nature check to maybe find out if to see if you can figure out what
What do you have for nature?
I have a +2 for nature check.
So just give me a general wisdom roll and we'll see if you can.
Oh, a general wisdom roll?
Yeah, just roll a wisdom.
Why am I rolling horribly today?
I got an
What
actual
the
20.
fuck?
Okay,
I
I
got
got 22.
22. Yeah, 22 here too.
Okay, so
Alright.
20.
No, that's a.
That's a
yeah,
19.
20.
cool.
Oh, she got a natural 20.
No, it's 19 plus 1.
Oh.
Okay. So everyone except for you sees what happens
You're
here.
just having an off day today.
Sees what happens here and immediately goes, this is the work of ghouls, undead humanoids that feast on the living.
Damn it. I've met these.
You also notice, Amanda,
Yes.
that you're able to kind of follow the tracks from where the bodies were dragged off. So you were able to kind of like do some kind of rangerish nonsense. Where you can kind of piece together the fact that maybe like about 4 bodies were like dragged outside and maybe into the woods heading up the hill. When you point this out, Landy says that's the direction of the dig site.
Oh fuck.
Can we
And
determine how
she's starting to
many
get scared because now she's like, maybe they're still at the dig site. The ghouls might go after them there.
I have a
But
question for everyone in this group.
What?
Yeah.
Should we send the caravan back? Because if we take them with us, there might be more casualties.
That means we're gonna have to split up though.
If you can like send Landy back, but Landy kind of.
I don't want to leave her alone.
I want to send her back.
She kind of wants to lead you there herself. She wants to be brave.
As long as we can
go
protect
make sure her
her,
friends are
that'll
okay.
be fine.
Alright, I guess.
If we can protect her.
You want to take her along?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take her
I'll
away.
protect her.
Also, I don't know if you.
hide it in somewhere like a caravan.
Oh, don't worry about that. This is a pretty deserted place, and
Okay.
yeah, the goblins you've scared off and are not gonna fuck with your shit.
They're not coming back.
I'm not
They
gonna
ain't touching
kill
our
them
shit.
without
Thanks to
protecting
Arrow.
By the way, there's about back inside the inn. I don't know if you guys want to loot the place, but there is some stuff in there.
I gave back their stuff. Like the stuff that were there.
Okay, because
If it was
guys,
those
you
people.
guys.
I gathered.
The inn contains plenty of food and basic supplies, and there's also that lockbox that the hobgoblin was trying to open. And there's around the inn, there's about 120 gold.
Can I pick the
120?
box?
Yeah. Do you want to pick the box? Go ahead.
I'll take.
What would it be,
I'll
like
take
sleight
some
of
food.
hand?
You wanna grab the food and stuff?
supplies.
Yeah.
I'll take food and supplies because I'm a healer.
You guys want to loot the bodies?
I just want the food.
Landy does not want to see you guys rob a corpse. So if you guys want to like send her outside while you rob the corpse, that's fine.
I already got the food. I'll be with her outside.
I say we just leave the bodies as they are. It's a statue, everything. Nobody wants their body to be looted.
I'm gonna go with the body and take it.
No!
Okay.
I'm gonna be mad at you!
You have an extra 10 gold and 14 silver.
Okay, let me get
That you
I am
from one body.
disappointed in you.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in.
a 10 gold and 14 silver?
Yeah, from one body. I assume you checked the guard. He probably carried it.
I'm gonna be outside with.
Landy, good thing Landy didn't see that, because she would have been slightly horrified to see you loot a dead body. But you know what? I understand. I always loot dead bodies.
I want money!
I am
Okay,
to open the
disappointed.
box?
Personally, I just want free food. So.
Yeah, to open the box, go ahead and use.
Is it sleight of hand?
It's your dexterity thieves tool check.
Okay, I don't know where to go on this.
What?
For thieves tools, what would I?
You roll dexterity, and then add your proficiency with the thieves tools. If you're proficient with the thieves tools, add your proficiency.
I don't know where that would be though.
Your proficiency is up there. You're level 2, so it should be like +3, I think.
How much food?
Oh, okay, proficiency bonus. Alright,
So you roll a dexterity check, and then you add your proficiency.
would I add what's for the modifier for dexterity? I would?
Mhm.
Okay. 13, 15, 17.
Okay. So you pry it open, and you find around 150 gold.
I'm fucking rich.
And you know what else you find? Let's find
What's
out.
the cost?
Ooh, trinket time! I love this stuff, guys. I love when you find. I do this a lot. This actually isn't in here, but I just like doing it. I like finding when you guys find random minor magical trinkets. So that's what we're gonna do.
Wait, hold on. 150 divided by 4. I'm gonna split it with you guys because I'm nice.
With you got a lot.
Can everyone?
You can keep my share.
Yeah, I want money too.
You want it?
Yeah.
Okay, 150 divided by 3 then, because I guess you don't want any money, Maverick.
Yes,
50 gold
because
for-
I'm not a person that will loot a corpse.
Oh my god, do you want me to put the goddamn money back?
Someone's not getting.
He's
it
not using
today.
it.
He's not using it. He's dead. We need to defend ourselves.
We need material.
We need materials. I'm sorry you're a cleric and I'm a fucking asshole, but we need this. Do you want me to pray over
You
his
need
corpse? I will pray over his fucking
Okay.
I
corpse.
don't.
Wow, you guys
I
are not
can
a
help
good
with
couple.
religion.
Can
I
someone?
have +4.
We usually are. It's just that
Here, you get
this.
50
Okay,
gold.
guys.
And you get 50 gold, and I get 50 gold.
Yay, guys. Do you? Can someone roll a D100 real quick?
I don't have
I have. It's
I'll do it. I have right
Well,
here.
actually, I have.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
I'll just use my thing because it'll be easier.
I got 30, like 30.
Here, you go
One
down
sec, I'll
here
use my
for
thing.
your
Okay.
ones. You get currency.
Okay.
And you add 50.
What did I get? What did you guys find in the chest?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5.
You
I have
find
75 gold,
Emma.
guys.
I have
Emma,
80.
inside the chest, you find a strange pair of goggles that look hideous, but when you pick them up, you look at them and they're disgusting looking. They don't look good. They're like some sick, ugly green color,
Ew.
and like the lenses are all kind of cracked and shit.
Yeah.
But jokingly and out of curiosity, you put them on, and Maverick goes, "Holy crap, that looks really good on you." and you look in a mirror, and yeah, the goggles look really good on you. For some reason, they look incredibly fashionable. Like they somehow morph from the disgusting thing that you saw into something, into like
Gucci sunglasses.
Into like some Gucci sunglasses, right?
I look fucking hot. I mean, I already looked attractive, but this just makes it better.
And so, out of curiosity, you're like, what the fuck? And so you take them off, and they kind of morph back into the ugliness they were. And does anyone else want to try them on?
I'll try on.
Here.
And so you walk into Maverick.
Actually, no. You're being a jerk.
I'll do it. Be nice to your boyfriend. Okay.
He was being mean to me earlier. Did you not see that?
Never gonna forget that you abandoned me.
Just hearing this in the background.
That was in an alternate universe, dumbass.
You're just kind of like
probably still
don't pay attention.
anyway.
Anyone else want to try on the goggles?
no. Sure.
You try on the goggles, and they're hideous on you. They're absolutely hideous.
Good thing it was in me.
And you guys kind of all, you pass it to Maverick, and the same thing happens. It's absolutely hideous on Maverick. You have found a pair of goggles that for some reason only look good on Amnon. That's what you found in the chest.
Wait, so would that mean, would that kind of like raise up his persuasion?
No, it's pointless and stupid. It's just something
I
silly.
want it though. How do I add items to this, my friend?
Just remember that you have a pair of super stylish goggles now.
No, but like
They give you no bonuses. It's absolutely useless, but you look good.
He's like, fuck, I'm angry at him, but he's not.
You're like, damn, he looks like a real
Amnon. It gives you
Amnon,
basically no bonuses. It's just a stupid
it's
trinket.
It's just an accessory.
It's just an accessory, but for some reason it'll only look good on you.
What I named it,
what was that
ridiculous
one
goggles
meme?
that always look good on me.
No, wait, what was that one meme that I forgot? It was like, it was the same aspect of like the whole like, it's like I'm mad at you right now, but like you look fucking hot though.
It's like sign me up for angry and horny.
Oh, he's signing me up for being angry and horny.
Like I'm terrified, but I'm also
So
turned
he
on.
Amnon just puts on the glasses and like brushes his hair back like supermodel style.
Okay.
And then like secret, and then whispering under his voice. You're not getting
No, Rick's just dying right now.
Okay.
Amnon is like 6, right? Like 6 foot.
He's 6. Yeah, he's 6 foot.
And then Maverick.
Okay, you know what? This is fun. So we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more, guys. We're gonna do one more minor magical trinket because I love this shit.
You live for it.
I do love it when you guys find minor magical trinkets. They always just make the game like so much more fun. Just like
it just adds
little spice.
It's like, hey, all this crap is happening. Here you go.
Well then, underneath the goggles, there is a tiny statue, about 2 inches tall, of a praying mantis. Appears to be made out of some sort of like kind of weak metal. It doesn't look very expensive.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm just gonna pick it up and look at it.
I'll probably go over your shoulder.
You stare at it for a little bit, and suddenly you drop it out of shock, and you get this horrible image in your head of Maverick, of Darlis, all dying in a weird,
it's Age of Ultron all over again.
in a weird kind of green sick fire that kind of like eats them from the inside and comes out, and you look up and the sky is completely dark and starless, and then when you look back down, you're back in the inn and the praying mantis is in your hand.
I'm just like, when that happens, I'm just gonna like, I don't know, maybe like sob a little bit.
Oh, ask if you're okay.
He cares, guys.
I'm gonna be
like he's gonna sob, but he's gonna like shake his head a little bit and just like,
I'm gonna ask him what's wrong.
don't touch it. Like, no, I'm fine.
Okay,
it's
so
it's fucking fine.
So
Don't
you
touch
have
that fucking thing.
So you have the.
I'm still gonna touch it.
Don't fucking touch that goddamn thing.
Touching it doesn't give you the vision. It's looking at it that does. But you guys want to keep it, or do you guys want to just leave it here?
I don't want to fucking keep that.
Well, because
shit.
the thing is,
if it gives
but the
him
thing
this
is,
emotion,
okay, so there's a thing that Maverick, it says, Maverick is,
His backstory.
the thing is, like Maverick can see omens in every event. So,
yeah. This is a weird praying mantis that'll give you horrible visions of of impending doom if you look at it for too long. But on the bright side, you still look good.
It would have been so much better if you just
like
switched. It's like first you got the cricket, then you got the goggles, and you're like everything's good.
I can't take it. I mean, I won't look at it, but can I just take it?
Yeah, you can
just
take
in
it.
case?
You can take it.
So
you have to
I'll
look at it for like almost a minute for you to get the
Okay,
picture.
so then I'll keep it in my pocket just in case.
Okay, so you can take
Because
it. Now you have that.
what I can do is like if we do go with a big bad,
It is
I can just
simply
like
an
put it in
enemy.
its face for like a minute.
Or
and
you
then-
just put it somewhere and then.
Yeah, I mean it might come in handy. You might find out something interesting based
Well,
on
I
this.
started them. They're like,
But anyway. But anyway, yeah, that. That's all you find in the chest. Hopefully next time we'll do more magical trinkets with Hope. This has been Hope's Fantasy Costco.
Where all of your dreams come true.
trademark because that does not belong to us. But
Lord.
Fantasy Costco belongs to the people. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go pee real quick. So pause the recording. Small break time. That rustle and moan in the bitterly cold wind. But after an hour or so of climbing up into the hills, you spot a break in the foliage that opens into a wide clearing. The grass is matted with tangled weeds and crisscrossed by shallow trenches carefully cut into the earth. In the center of the clearing squats a low building made of gray stone that has been smoothed by countless centuries of wind and rain. Steps lead up to an arched doorway with a strange circular symbol carved into it. But the room beyond appears to be in total darkness. A mixture of worry and confusion flashes across Landy's face. They always keep the lamps lit in the main chamber. Something must have happened to them. And with that, the halfling breaks into a run, heading straight for the door for the old temple.
I go straight
can
after her.
Can I like? Because you said there's a symbol, right? Can I do like a?
I care less
Okay.
about
Is
you.
it like a religious
I'm
check
gonna book
or
it
like
with
a wisdom
Ara.
check?
Oh, I
Catching-
also have a religious
Yeah.
as a skill.
I'm
So
gonna book it with
catching-
Ara after.
Catching Landy is pretty easy. She's a halfling and also a bookworm, so you guys are strong adventurers. So it's trivial for you guys. So you guys want to check out, like, do you guys want to investigate the surrounding area?
Yeah,
Do you want to investigate the symbol? Okay. So
And if I don't do the Valerie can do it too. Cause
Okay.
she's good too.
so do you want to investigate the other surrounding areas, like the trenches? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll perception and you roll religion.
Okay.
Perception.
I'll roll religion after.
What is
If
my
you don't
perception?
succeed, that is.
I got a nat 20, so 22.
So you don't know where you are.
Can
I
I
kind of forgot. You walked into you walked into one of the
You
trenches.
saying that
Like you
you're
were walking around
Magnus.
admiring
Okay.
your new goggles, and you fell into one of the trenches.
You
but
are Magnus right
Can I-
now.
Can I get your water?
This is going to dice jail. I'm not using this the rest of this game. I'm
Okay.
in dice jail.
So she doesn't know what's going on in the surrounding area, but you walk up to the door.
I'm gonna use
The
this
symbol
in
over the
now,
archway.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's in dice
The
jail.
symbol over the archway is very faded, but seems to resemble a snake eating its own tail. There appears to be a crack running through it. This is a symbol known as the Ouroboros. Many religions and other groups have used. I was about to say, but don't. Have used it to represent the cycle of death and rebirth.
Of course you know because of Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Stop
Honestly.
being a weeb.
Let me be a fucking
Okay.
weeb, honey.
Do you guys want to do anything else out here? Or you guys gonna go into the temple?
Can I do a perception?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, can I check around because
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll
Honey,
perception.
it's
Okay.
I, oh, by the way,
Just like
as an
find
action,
out.
I want to help him out of the ditch.
Give me.
Okay, he fell into a ditch.
Give me.
So
He-
I
he-
am helping you out.
He was
Yeah.
feeling cool because of his new glasses, but now he doesn't feel cool.
Oh yeah, but she's like yes.
I get a 7 because it's +1 for perception.
Okay, so
Okay,
that's
so you don't know
Yeah,
anything
there's
either.
nothing.
You don't know anything either.
I got
God
a nat
damn, we're
20
being bad
again
today.
actually.
It's
Okay.
It's cursed. It's cursed. It's cursed. I need to spray
No,
holy
okay,
water on
wait.
this.
So percentage. Yeah,
You
plus 4,
got it.
24.
You got it. You spot splashes of blood
Oh, that's
and the
just like-
tracks of something being dragged along the ground leading up to the temple.
I think they're dead.
There are no other obvious ways into the building. The windows. There are a couple of windows. There's a door right in front of you, but there are a couple of windows, but they're like super small. Probably not even big enough for a halfling to fit through. So you guys are gonna go in now.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
wait? So since I'm assuming you told us that there's blood,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's blood leading into the.
There's blood leading inside.
can we please send her back now?
Landy doesn't want to. Landy wants to go
I'm
in.
following Lindy.
Landy wants. Landy is like my friend.
I'm right
Landy-
here with her.
Landy
She's
is
the protector.
You can use me as cover.
Landy's like, my friends are in
Fine.
there. I know they're in trouble, and I need to go and make sure they're okay.
So she's being stubborn. We can't change. We can't change.
Fine. Let's go.
So you bust open the temple door. Cool sound effects. Inside the temple is a long, gloomy room. There are rows of columns to your right and left, and the only furniture seems to be a circular stone altar that lies just in front of the far wall, which is topped with 2 wooden boxes and a handful of crates over in one corner. 2 arches appear to lead into dark side chambers on either side, on the far. As soon as you enter, you notice 2 things. The first, the stench of death and blood which hangs in the air as thickly as the fog outside. The second is the wet sound of biting and chewing, which seems to be coming from the chamber off to the left.
I knew it.
Getting ready.
Getting ready for stealth initiative.
Okay, so guys,
Stealth.
real quick.
Stealth.
Let me tell you where you're at.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw a little tiny map. I don't think this is.
we had board markers.
Yeah. Okay.
Next time.
Next time. I'll bring board markers.
Most
If I have
definitely.
them. I will bring them.
I'll bring a notebook next time too, because I tend to forget things as well.
Well, I have 2 notebooks, so I can give you one.
Sure.
I'm too lazy to take out one.
This is kind of what it looks like.
Okay,
So you guys are right here. There's an altar right here, and then right up by the altar is 2 chambers that kind of lead off here. The chamber to the left, you hear blah blah blah. You hear what kind of chewing sounds.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything from the chamber to the right. But you know it's bigger than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
It's not to size.
So the main hall is dimly lit. Do you guys want to do it? Like, where are you guys gonna go? Are you guys gonna go head up to the altar? Are you gonna head up to the left? Or are you gonna head up to the right?
I say
There's
we.
3 places.
Can I
we
do sneak
stealth.
to the...
You wanna try and deal with whatever's in the left chamber first?
I say yeah, because
I
we're
want
the
us. I
last.
want us
Yeah.
like stealth first.
Let's
Okay,
see what's
okay.
gonna happen.
So we all stealth then.
Yeah, I
We're all stealth?
rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, we're rolling a what?
It's a stealth check, so whatever your stealth
Yeah.
is gonna
I already
be 20.
rolled.
A D20?
so
Okay.
stealth.
Natural 20 again.
14 plus.
And
I have an
stealth?
18 for stealth.
I have a 10 for stealth.
Natural 20.
1920.
I guess
Well, you know what? It's
I guess I
when
gave
one's
us
out,
away.
like, we get 1s, we get 7s, we get
Okay.
like that, and then like
Says
when it's just
us.
all of us, we get like
Okay, so everyone got above a 10.
what's it matter?
Yeah, I got
She got us straight on 10.
I got straight on 10.
I got an 18.
Alright, so the sound is being made by 2 ghouls, which are shit, 1 sec. Do I have to find it? Oh, there, it's right fucking here. Fantastic. Because I need the stat block.
I'm slightly nervous all of a sudden.
Okay, don't worry. Let me get through this.
Red right now. It's nothing.
Let's get through this and then we'll see where it goes. It's being made from 2 ghouls, which are feasting on the body of a human woman wearing the torn and bloody remains of chainmail. The ghouls appear to be that's a fun word. Appear to be an elf and a human that when Landy catches sight of them, she kind of like gasps and she recognizes them.
No.
The room they are in is she gasps and starts shaking. She doesn't say anything, but you know you take it to know that she recognized them. The room they're in is fairly small and lit by thin shafts of light filtering in through the windows high up on the wall. Tiles on the wall seem to show seeds and nuts decorating it, while the ceiling is engraved with ancient representations of humanoid babies, calves, chicks, and other young creatures. The ghouls are engrossed in their feast right now, and since you all made above 10, you guys have the opportunity to do a sneak attack round on them.
Yes.
You gotta do sneak attack?
Wait, so it's a human and an elf?
Yes.
I say we take out the elf first.
Okay.
Yeah, the elf is.
Okay.
Do you want to double up?
Double up
Yeah,
again?
I mean there's 4 of you, so you both can go
Yeah,
like
we can
pair,
go.
pair.
Yeah.
We 2 can go together then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you guys human, us elf?
Yeah, you guys can
Okay.
go elf, we'll go human. D20 still in.
Yep, D20.
So who's going elf?
We're going elf.
They're going elf, we're going human.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So
19.
and then we add that to
Hey,
what?
That's a
I got
hit.
19 too.
I
We
got
add that to
Okay, so you both hit.
D4
I got-
and a D6.
I got a 15. I
roll a D20.
No, you hit.
plus
Oh,
4.
15?
Okay.
Yeah, 15 hits.
D20 plus
Okay,
4.
Well, his
I
die.
got a 6.
His die. It's 1.
That does not hit, but she does.
Okay,
So you guys are going after the human. How much damage? How much damage did you do?
Oh, this is 8.
6,
Okay.
7, 8, 9. 9
So
damage.
hit-
You did 9.
Yeah.
Okay. How much did you do?
Wait, wait, what wrong with these again? It's because I have hit points and then hit dice.
The hit dice. No. What weapon are you using?
Because only I'm
Using
looking
this
at
one, right?
rolling.
Yeah.
Like,
So you
your
use
curse
the,
was just passed on to me, and I'm doing bad. I was doing kind of good. Like, I was doing okay.
Sorry, my
yes,
damage to you, but like,
Yeah, it's
it's a
okay.
It's a 6. Wait, you have to roll a d6.
Yeah.
So you roll a d6 and then you add the +2 to the hit. So it's 9 and
2, 4.
so 9 and 4. 13. Okay. So how much damage did you do?
I did 6.
I did 6 as well.
Well, no, you didn't do any damage because you didn't hit it.
Right.
Okay. So
It's something. It's better than nothing.
I trusted you.
and you guys went after the human, right?
Yeah, I went after that one.
Should have raged.
oh god damn it! We need like a freaking something written down so we can tell you to rage. Write it on the whiteboard next time. Rage.
So like an
Rage
angry,
against the dying of the light.
like angry face of Amna.
Okay.
Rage.
Oh my god, what did you do?
What did I do?
Not because of the screen, and I was like, I can't look at it anymore.
It's not my fault, I swear.
It's all your fault. Okay.
That's fair.
I love you.
Thank you. So yeah, you two, your double attack, you guys are really in sync when it comes to these power attacks because you managed to knock this fucking ghoul down to bloodied.
Yeah.
So the elf has fucking is bloodied now. The human is taken aback by the attack. It's not bloodied quite yet, but it is definitely like angry. So they get fucking angry, and I'm gonna need everyone to wait 1 sec. Yes.
Let's see.
As the ghouls cry out in pain at your attacks, there is a sound from outside the chamber, and another ghoul, a smaller
Crap,
one,
there's 3
who
now.
appears to be a gnome, runs in. Landy also recognizes this one, so. This is one of her good friends, Quinn, who was her partner in the study, is attracted to you guys' sounds, to the sounds of fighting. So they run in. So now you have 3 ghouls. One is bloodied. A human.
One is barely damaged.
Let's get rid of
It's not even bloody.
gnomes. I don't think gnomes have that much hit points.
I have a natural.
So if someone can.
All ghouls have the same amount of hit
Oh, you
points.
have a natural
they do?
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
we're
it.
not.
They're all ghouls.
Wait, plus initiative. Wait, plus initiative.
Okay, let
I
me
have
roll my
0.
initiative.
Oh.
Initiative.
Okay, so we're
So
doing
it
this
is
plus.
just
So just roll a d20.
So I gotta do
No,
like
Yours
two.
is a
Yours
straight
is
roll.
whatever
You don't have anything addition.
I have 17.
Which
Push
one?
your dexterity. Push your
I have
dexterity.
18.
7.
It's a 3.
I got a 7.
We're gonna die.
Okay. No, don't worry about it. I am gonna roll.
What a nice first time. We're
What a
gonna
nice
die.
person. How many times have I got a natural 1 this freaking game?
2. 2 or 3.
2 times. This is her first natural
To
one.
kill myself.
No, babe, please.
You don't understand.
Babe, you're just having an off day.
I don't like undead things. They're creepy.
I
I don't think anyone
Do you
likes
not
undead
understand? Like, I
things.
got these new clothes and I got my
I know.
nails done before we did this.
And you got those pretty goggles. And
He got some nice goggles looking like
okay, what was your initiative?
3.
What was your initiative?
18.
What? Why am I
What
rolling
was
so
yours?
7? Why am I so bad
Everybody's
today?
rolling bad at initiative.
No,
What was
this
yours?
is
This is your
good.
first time. This is your first time, though.
It's a curse. I passed my curse.
Does your name start with an A?
It's
Yeah.
we no, you split the curse. And I was
A-R-R-S.
Okay. Well, you're gonna be E because I've been using A for Amnon.
This is what happens when you went to go sit next.
Okay, top of the order, we have the human ghoul
We're gonna
who
die.
is gonna. Let's see. You attack the human ghoul,
Yeah.
so it's gonna go after you.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
It's
This is how it
it's
works
gonna
for
lunge at you. Here we get into some. That goblin fight went over quickly, but this might end up taking a bit longer. So anyway, the
Sip water. Take a sip, Bab.
I can feel my throat hurting.
Yeah, I don't
anyway,
think so.
it's gonna lunge at you and it's gonna attempt to bite you.
No,
So let's see.
Please dodge it. Please dodge it. Please dodge it.
Throws.
19.
it hits.
That's a hit. Okay.
God damn it.
So it does.
Okay,
8 damage.
I'm surprised I haven't healed anybody.
More than your armor class.
Okay, I'm at 5.
You're at 5 health?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be it for it. It lunges at you. It takes a big chunk out of you with its teeth.
How much hit point do you got?
5.
Next is gonna be the elf ghoul, and it's pretty bloodied, but it's gonna go after Amnon
I
because
fucking knew it.
because Amnon's been having a bad day, and you know.
Can I jump for him?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna take the hit. I'm gonna take the hit.
You can't.
No,
You
The
can't.
opposite of
you can't. It's going for. It's gonna go after you with. It's gonna go after you for a bite. It's gonna bite you again. Yeah.
Hey, Val. It's until dawn all over again.
God. It's a Wendigo.
That's 11.
Doesn't hit.
Good. So
Have
you.
you noticed that every time we play, like I have dodged every single attack you throw at me. I have not been injured once.
Yeet! You yeet out of the way. So
Screw.
that's it for the elf's turn. Next we're going to Florisa.
Okay. So
You want to heal her or attack?
I am going.
She's your barbarian. I would heal her.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
your
I-
powerhouse.
I was gonna heal.
Rage.
So wait, what's healing word? Does that have the same amount
Healing
as-
word?
Doesn't that
Healing-
save from death?
No. Healing word I think only heals you about 4 HP, but you don't have to be like within touch. Like if you want to do cure wounds, you have to touch them. Healing word heals for less, but you don't have to touch them.
So then how far am I away from?
I would say you're close enough to touch her if you want to use cure wounds.
Okay.
Cure wounds I think heals for a max of 8.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like a
Hero
D8 or
wounds.
something.
Okay, so fuck. What do you roll for that?
It's like a D8 or a D6 or something like that.
No. Because you don't you have to roll to see if it works?
No, you have to.
No, it's just
roll
how much
for
they heal.
Oh, how much it heals? So then
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a. I think it's a D8. Yeah, roll a D8.
It's a D8 or
That's
D6.
this one, right?
I don't know. I've never played
it's
healer
this
in my
one.
life.
It's this one.
Okay.
How much do you healer for?
6.
Oh, it's pretty good. So you're back
Wait,
in the
how much
game.
HP do you have?
I got 11 now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
Fantastic.
are you at full health now?
No, I have 13.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Where was
nice.
the skill points?
No, I haven't.
Fantastic. So Florisa, anything else you want to do on your turn? You want to move or?
Can I
You've taken an action, but
Yeah.
at this point you can move.
Let me see if I have bonus action.
You don't have a bonus action right now.
bonus action?
what can I do?
You can just move around. Like if you want to get in a better position for the next attack or something.
Can I get closer to Amnon, like just to be like?
Okay, you want to protect Amnon? That's cool.
Oh god, I have a bonus action now.
What's your Fuck. Sometimes I forget.
No,
His
it's
bonus actions are
It's
activated
cunning
by certain.
action, so it's like dash, disengage, or hide.
I don't know what happens when I need to level up.
Oh, okay,
I don't know
yeah.
what I need to do.
I think D&D Beyond does it for you. Anyway,
So I don't
so
have to transfer all my stuff.
Okay. So next in the order is the gnome ghoul.
Oh boy, who's it
Who-
going?
Since it just entered, and I assume you're kind of at the back.
I'm assuming so. Yeah, because my him missed.
Yeah, so you're kind of at the back. It's gonna go for you. It's gonna go at you with. Ooh, let's have it go after you with. You are a human, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's go
no.
after you with claws.
Look at your armor.
Armor class?
This
Okay.
is
Okay, he
a
has
14.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't
She has
hit.
16.
Oh, dang it! I wanted that to work.
Oh,
Anyway, so that's a miss. But it's also gonna yeet away from you and towards her. Next in the order is you, actually.
It's you next.
What do you want?
Okay.
So who do you want to attack? We have the elf, who's bloodied, the gnome who hasn't been hit, and the human who's been hit a little bit.
Actual thing first.
I say we just finish off the elf. No?
Yeah, it's already blooded.
It's already bloody.
Wait,
We'll
Okay.
go for the elf.
I want to ask you. You're,
Do you wanna try it?
You're
Oh,
leveling us
God.
up by milestones,
Wait, so
right?
we added to.
I don't do
to
it.
take them.
Okay, 2 hit is the D20.
Okay. So, oh god, I'm slightly nervous
You
for
got
some
this.
reason.
You got this, fam.
I swear, if you're cursed.
My curse.
Natural one, everyone.
Pathetic.
Okay, that's
Lazy.
it. That's the last natural one this thing rolled this freaking day. Get out.
Okay.
Gone.
I
Satan.
should
So-
just use the app.
So yeah, that's what I do. I don't think the app gives you anything special, but that was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, but this
That
is
was
just. This is
Um,
just.
it's in
So
dice,
let
yeah.
me think. What are the consequences of failing so hard here?
I thought you just
I'm gonna.
missed.
Well, I mean it's a nat 1, so
Oh no.
usually it's a nat 1, so I'm gonna say in an attempt to hit the elf, you actually trip and fall into the elf's embrace. He catches you in a weird kind of like dip motion.
There's sparkles. There's sparkles.
There's sparkles with his like dead, decaying face.
Do you believe in love?
I just want to get off. I'm just like.
So does he. Next in the order we have Amnon.
Okay.
I swear.
I'm gonna.
The elf, the human, or
Yes.
Reputation, girl.
Make me proud.
I'm gonna
We
go.
can bring. That was. It's already bad luck. It's already bad luck.
Where'd it go?
Oh my
They're
god.
not affecting
It's a
my
1,
dice.
2. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
I can't.
Okay, so who are you going for?
The elf.
All right.
That's caressing.
Yeah.
Caressing.
He's just like,
Come on, please,
He's
God.
just like, hey.
Don't fuck me, please. Come on.
12.
It's a 12 plus
Plus 4.
12 plus 4.
16.
Perfect.
Oh
So that's
God.
a hit. Roll for
Can I do
damage.
sneak attack damage because she's in the same vicinity? Okay,
Sorry,
that's
let me read up on sneak attack again.
sneak attack.
Starting at first level, you know how to subtly. Per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6. If you have advantage.
Wait, you don't need advantage if another enemy of the target's within 5 feet.
Yeah, sure.
So I can? Yes!
Okay,
Okay,
this is a.
sneak attack.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so D4, go! That's a 2.
So you did an extra 2?
No, hold on. This is the. That is a 6.
So you
6,
did
7,
8 damage?
8, 9, 10.
You did 10 damage?
10.
You fucking killed this elf. When it dies, it kind of lands on top of Dar here.
Jesus.
So she's kind of flopping around underneath its dead body.
That's horrible.
Anyway, next in the order is
Good job.
you with your 1.
Hi. I would like to rage.
Hi, yes, I would like to rage.
Say it so demurely. Like, I would like to rage.
Okay, so can you read me what rage does again?
Okay. In a battle, you fight with that, and on your turn, you can enter a rage as a bonus. Oh, as a bonus action. Christ. While raging, you can gain the following benefits if you aren't where you are.
Okay, so you have to take an action first, and then you can use this.
Okay.
So take an action right now, and then a bonus action will be the
So
rage.
now can I ask about this real quick?
What is it?
Divine Sense.
It's action
Oh.
again?
That was probably useful,
What's
but like I
action
totally forgot
Actions
about
attack.
Oh, this is
Attack or movement.
Oh, this is something you can do. I think this
Okay.
is once a day.
Yeah, actions
Yeah,
attack or
this is like
movement.
once every long
Bonus
rest.
action
If you want to like
is-
focus, like if you don't know
Wait,
what's
is bonus
happening,
action
you can
movement?
like since you
Isn't
you
like
kind
you
of
can
you
use your
know
bonus
the
action to
presence of
sprint?
good and evil,
Isn't that
you
how
can like
it's
kind of like focus for a minute, and then you'll
so.
know
Yeah.
if there are any undead in the vicinity.
Well, sorry guys, I could have known.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys had already figured it out at the end,
Yeah.
so you knew walking in that there were going to be undead, so you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So
An action is to attack, right?
yeah, you can attack.
Okay.
I'd say attack.
So you attack, and then you can do your bonus.
Okay.
What'd you get?
11.
That is not a hit.
Fuck!
You can have your bonus action,
And
which is going to be your rage, right?
Yeah.
Let me read it. The rage again.
Okay. Right.
Just trips and dies.
Make a melee weapon attack using strength to gain a bonus to the damage roll. Okay.
I killed one.
Yeah,
Just to
you
feel
had
sad. I killed one.
you were having a bad day, but hey, you got
how
one.
many raises
Okay?
do you have?
Full
Just
health
one,
and I
right?
killed
I have
one.
two.
Hey.
Okay.
They can't see me move
You
my
can make
hand and
another
finger gun
melee attack.
motions. It's okay.
And you do a bonus depend. What's your rage damage? Does it say where it is? It says it's supposed to say.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at your stats.
I have a strength of 8.
I'm a weak.
I'm a weak.
I'm 15. Okay.
Like, what are you weak in?
I am weak in dexterity.
Keep going down.
That's my lowest.
That's so strong. Keep going down.
I don't know,
You're
man.
level 1! Oh wait, no, you're a paladin, that's why.
That's
I'm
it.
weak.
Okay.
Hey, you have a lot of charisma though, so there you go.
Literally, okay, so like I became a
How much is the
god
bonus, though?
last time. You
Wait,
what's
what's
this? Like
you get
I
a bonus
went
to
and
damage roll that
decided
increases
to
the
become
levels
a
as
god.
shown in the rage
Wow.
damage column of
Like
bonus.
to fool some goblins.
Where
I
is that?
became their god. Like
Like playing as a human is very interesting. I actually wonder what it's
Wait,
like
wait,
to
yeah,
play as
maybe
an
go
asshole
to
right now.
No,
but they're very
that's,
complicated.
That's racial traits. Go to class.
Yeah, my
features.
other one, my elf
Go to
one, is
rage
kind of
damage.
complicated
Damage
too,
is plus 2.
because
Okay,
she
yeah.
has so much like magical.
So in your rage, you can do another melee weapon attack
Okay.
and add a rage bonus, which is your +2.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, let's hope you hit this. Because you're raging. Your rage lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, so plus what again?
Well, first you roll normally, and then when you roll damage, you add +2.
That's a 12.
Wait, 12, 13.
You're plus to hit, right?
18.
Okay, that's a hit.
And
And now roll damage.
damage for this.
He's 1 year old.
Who are you attacking again?
Which one?
You're doing the. No, she killed the elf.
I killed
I
the
think
elf.
you're going for the. She's going for the human,
I'll go for the human.
Okay.
So it's okay. So 4, 10 damage.
10, and that's plus the 2 that was
Yeah.
your bonus rage? Okay. Well, the human has been bloodied. It is on its last legs. You still got a gnome who's at...
It's Austin.
You still got a gnome who's... Okay, you still got a gnome who's,
Yeah. Oh man, he was a joke.
Fuck out of here, Max. So you guys have bloodied this human, but you still got a gnome who's at a gnome ghoul who's at full HP, and we're gonna go back to the top of the order. You're dead. To the human, actually. The human is going to go after you because you just fucking it sees your anger and it's trying to match that, so it goes into. Is there a thing about resisting damage as when you're in rage mode?
Yeah, there is
I
actually.
think it's like wait.
I think there is.
Because I know you do plus damage to.
You
You can make you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Okay, cool. Get back over here.
Just sprinting around, you're getting exercise for the day.
Damn it. Okay. Okay. It's gonna do this anyway, just because I want to see if this will work. So it's gonna go after you with its claws. It is infected with primal rage, just as you are. That's an 18. That's a hit, I'm gonna assume.
Yeah.
Okay. So it hits you, and it does. When you resist, it gets like the damage is halved, right?
Yeah.
So it does like 3 damage.
okay.
Well, that's not that bad.
It does 3 damage. However, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
With that?
Poison. It's
Constitution
freaking poison,
Oh, we all
isn't
did
it?
it?
You'll
No,
find
I
out
do it.
If she fails it.
No, I closed it by accident.
Oh no.
No.
What did you get?
6.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
That's our powerhouse. Okay.
That is so. Yeah, you can't move for 1 minute. Each round of combat is about 6 seconds, so that's about 5 rounds of combat. We just went through 1 round of combat, which you can see it took a while. But that's gonna be it for the human's turn. Just make it that we're on the 2nd round of combat, and you're gonna be paralyzed for like 5 more if you fail the next saving throw.
How do I know it's the next round?
When it's your turn,
Oh my
You're gonna
Yeah,
have
so
to
it's like
okay.
when it's your turn, you're gonna have to make a saving throw and see if you can defeat the paralysis.
Okay.
If not, then every turn you make a saving throw to see if you can like get out of the paralysis early. If you fail 5 times, it just wears off. Okay.
Okay.
So just notice.
Okay.
Just remember that.
Right.
Make note. Next in the order is Clarissa.
Okay.
Kick that human's ass.
So the human just paralyzed your dwarf friend.
I got your flower. Kick his ass, honey.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Okay, it's okay. I rolled first, but I'm gonna use Sacred Flame.
Ooh, cool. That's cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it's
It should do bonus, right? 'Cause yeah, go ahead and tell me.
I was supposed to roll a d20, right? I think no.
Yeah.
Wait, does it
Unless
say?
she's
It'll say on the spell.
Is it? It'll say
Oh no, guys, I don't have any.
Is it a
Okay,
saving
then-
throw?
No, just let me give me real quick.
I can search for spells.
Yeah, search for
Sacred Flame. Wait, you know what your spell save is, right?
See the
Yeah.
cleric.
Sacred Flame.
A cleric.
Okay.
She a cleric. He a cleric.
Can I please just
It's because my math sucks, dude.
I just wanted to clear.
What's the
Can you look up?
Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
Okay, find your save spell thing. Your spell save.
SAC.
Screwed.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed a dexterity saving throw to take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So 1d8.
Flame-like radiance.
Is it a save?
Dexterity saving throw. Okay, so I have to make a dexterity saving throw. What do I have to be? What's your spell DC?
My spell DC
Should be a 13, right?
is...
I think it was a 13.
It says 12, but like I'm supposed to go.
You should.
Okay, yeah, I think it's a 12.
Oh,
So I have to make a saving throw dexterity.
Yeah, well,
What ghoul are you fighting?
Still.
What ghoul are you fighting? Human? Okay.
You haven't leveled up yet?
No, because I had to leave early. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Don't worry. D&D Beyond should transfer that. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
not
what I was
the
doing.
point.
I was transferring it.
Oh fuck, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Dexterity saving throw for the human. Ooh, fuck. I did not do well. So yeah. You
Roll damage?
roll damage, roll 1d8.
Sacred Flame is ass.
This heavenly light rains down upon this human that's already been bloodied.
I got it before.
Okay, so this guy is super bloody now. This guy is super duper bloody. Not quite dead yet, but he's super duper bloody.
He's there.
He's like barely hanging on to life, guys.
Okay.
Next in the order is the gnome, actually. So who's the gnome gonna go for?
Oh boy.
Gnome's gonna go for.
Okay, wait, Hope.
No,
I want to ask you a question.
no.
Like, just real quick. Should I choose equipment or gold as my starting equipment?
Just do equipment.
Do
It's
equipment.
easier to keep track of because then you have to buy shit with. Yeah. It's gonna go after you, Emma.
Okay.
I actually forgot where we're
You
all
killed
positioned,
yourself,
so
okay.
but the room is small enough where I don't feel like movement
Yeah.
is gonna be that big of an
Yeah.
issue. Go.
Yeah. Let's see what he rolls.
So the gnome guy,
I'm gonna steal your d20.
in
case I get hit.
rolls a 20.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
So I rolled a 20 to hit. It's gonna go after you with its teeth.
Oh no.
So let's see what it.
How many hit points do I lose?
4.
Pray to Atua.
No, stop with the bread.
I'm at 9 HP, guys.
So it takes a big old chomp out of you.
Okay,
Okay. So it takes a big old chomp out of you, and that's the end of the ghoul's turn.
Okay, I
Next
was like,
we
do I have to roll
Next we have you.
Constitution?
It's your turn.
I thought I was gonna have to roll
So
Constitution.
we have a human who's barely hanging on to life, and the gnome is still at full HP.
Should I go just
Open the door for me.
Oh
No, don't open the door. Don't let him in.
Don't keep going. I'll just
Okay, what are you gonna do? You gonna go for the human?
should we
You gonna finish off the human, or you gonna go for the gnome?
So I have a question for you.
should I finish off the human, right? I should just get it. Okay, I'll finish off the human.
Okay.
You have to
So roll for attack.
how much progress
Roll
is
for
it?
attack? Okay. That is a
Just roll a d20
d20.
and add whatever your plus hit is for the weapon you're using.
20 and then plus 4, 24.
Where's the? I'm just making sure you're reading the right thing in terms. Yeah, okay, it is 2 hit. Okay, go ahead. So roll a d20.
Oh, I already rolled it. Okay, wait.
Oh, you got a
I'll do it
20?
again. Yeah.
Okay, well it's a 24, so that's a hit. So you hit the ghoul. And now you want to stab it with your javelin. Just fucking end it. All right. Roll damage. You don't have to roll very high on this. I think it's like a d6 that you roll for the javelin.
Okay. 6.
Okay, yeah, he's fucking dead. You fucking obliterate this guy. You since it's a javelin, I imagine you skewer him and you just kind of wave his dead body around. You should do that.
You just like.
Yeah, you just fucking because like you shish kebab him. You go from like the top of the head out his asshole. Like,
Oh my god, that's so cruel.
And this was Landby's friend, so you can imagine how she feels.
I'm an acolyte.
You can like ask her how she wants to end the piece.
How do you want to do this?
I give the room.
So she skewered a man.
Yay! I ended the
And
ghoul
next
for
is you.
Yay.
Wait, no. Next is actually
Wait,
Ashley.
you rolled for me?
No.
Or you killed it?
Yeah, for you.
Okay.
Next is you,
In my
Ashley.
notebook, almost it's the same.
Okay, so yeah, these are all the first two.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Ashton's your turn.
Okay.
Goodbye, women.
All we have is a ghoul left. One ghoul. You guys have-
gnome?
It's the gnome, right?
It's the gnome. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to hit this motherfucker.
Roll to hit this motherfucker.
Come on, be good, be good, be good.
6.
6 plus 10.
16.
No. It's you now.
Me?
Make
Okay.
a Constitution saving throw to see if you can break this paralysis.
Okay.
And you're really angry, so you're like angry, but you can't move.
5.
Wait, no, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Nope.
No.
I wanna die.
Toodly oodly, you're done. Next is Florisa.
Okay.
Because the human has been dealt with. And you are still paralyzed. Next is Florisa. All we have is the gnome left. You want to try Sacred Flame again, or wait? How many spell slots do you have? You've used both your spell slots.
Yeah,
Level
she
2.
does.
So wait,
No, she used Sacred Flame. She used a
Yeah,
cantrip.
that's cantrip. Okay,
She
that's
used a cantrip.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can't.
Do you want to use that again, or what do you want to do? Want you go for it with your rapier?
I say which does more damage.
I think Sacred Flame.
What's your rapier?
Rapier's plus 6, I think.
Plus 6.
Do the
Oh,
rapier.
yes, because
No, yeah, it's a D6.
Do a rapier.
No, the Sacred Flame is D8.
Oh,
to roll for
mine. Choose what you will.
Okay, so whichever, but pick quickly so we can get this done.
Okay, 8. I'll do Sacred Flame.
Okay, wait, I have to roll to save against that.
Yeah.
I beat that save. Sorry.
That was straight up 20.
Yeah, that was a straight up 20.
Don't abuse her dice. They're not yours.
Okay. Sorry, but that is I managed to kind of ninja my way out of your Sacred Flame bullshit. Kind of like Matrix. Next is actually the ghoul, and it's gonna go after you because you dared to bring that shit to him. What?
Do you have a pre-cal review?
Not with me. I left my backpack at home. Yes, indeed. Alright, so it's gonna go after you because you thought you looked up cool in your holy bullshit, but it's like, nah.
Holy bullshit.
It's gonna be like, that's the sound the ghoul makes. Okay, it does not hit. That is a 6. That's not gonna be your armor class. So yeah. So next in the order is you. You're next.
Okay, I'm going to attack her. I'm going to attack. Okay.
I swear to God, if this turns
Wait,
into
can I
that
see
damn
your
word again,
character
I'm
sheet
gonna
real quick?
lose it.
Sure.
I just
Some things might be weird because obviously it was customized for an SLR.
So,
So, like, looks was completely randomized because I was like, I don't know. So,
I don't really care
Yeah.
about that. I was just looking to see, oh no, wait, you don't get spells until level 3. Never mind.
yeah.
I am a fool. Don't ever, guys, don't ever think, oh, being a fighter is boring. No, being a fighter is not boring because you get to punch shit and it's fun.
I mean, I would think so.
You can't do really a lot now. Like, all you really have is your javelin, but once you level up, you'll get, spells and shit, and you'll get more stuff. It'll be fun. Right now, you're just gonna go stabby again?
Sure, I mean, it's piercing.
Okay, are you gonna wait, can you keep the human's dead body on the javelin as you stab it? You can make, a giant ghoul shish kebab?
Sure, why not?
Okay. That's inspiration. I like that.
Inspiration. Here. Wait, you want me to give her inspiration?
Yeah, sure. Inspiration can be used to gain advantage on any attack roll.
So now,
And I'm as the DM, I can give out inspiration whenever I want.
So now, when you roll a d20, if it's a shit roll, you can roll again.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
if you want to use the inspiration point to gain advantage on the roll. But you don't have to. You can save it if you want to save it. Anyway, go ahead and roll a d20 to see if you can hit it.
18, and then plus 4.
No, you got him. And then roll your damage.
Let's see, damage would be d6 plus 2, so 7.
Okay, that's not bad. You put a dent in him. He's not quite bloodied, but you definitely put a dent in him. Good job.
Is it my turn?
You're like, this
Yes,
is
it is your turn.
I want to destroy this son of a bitch. Okay.
It almost attacked your mans.
It attacked my man.
Alright, go ahead.
Your mans.
You
tried.
buffoon. You absolute buffoon.
Your dice is cursed.
Okay,
Cursed it!
well, now we're back to you. Roll a constitution. You're still paralyzed.
Today's not your day. Today's not your day.
It's not your day. She's paralyzed.
She's trying to get out.
I've missed 3 attacks. 10!
Wait, 13.
Oh, you're out. You're good.
Can you bonus action?
Yeah, now you can attack.
Okay.
To go for the gnome.
I'll go for the gnome. Okay, so let's see if it hits. So
You're still in rage mode, so you can still add your rage bonus.
rage bonus.
Go for it.
11. It's 11. 17 to hit.
Yeah, you got a hit.
Okay, so that is where is this? Okay.
Where was this when I fucking needed it?
Up your ass and around the corner.
10.
Apparently.
10 hit points.
Oh fuck yeah, you bloodied it. Yeah.
I fucking just got my warhammer slammed.
Yes, you did. You played whack-a-mole with that son of a bitch. There we go. So now we have a bloodied gnome, and we have one more round of combat. Hopefully, to finish this guy off.
I swear to God.
Next is Florisa.
Okay.
If you can land this Sacred Flame, this motherfucker will be done with.
Okay, Sacred Flame, let's go. Let's go.
This is so fun.
Or if you want to attack with your rapier. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that you can do either.
Do what you want. Don't look at me.
Live your life, man.
I want to do Sacred Flame.
Okay. Sorry.
That goddamn face. Fucking
Sorry, I
face.
beat the save.
It's just
I rolled a 19. I was gonna beat your dex. Sorry. I guess this ghoul is like super dexterous, maybe because it's small. It's like ninja. Watcha!
It's like leeching over the dead bodies, like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's like a rabbit.
Okay, wait,
No.
okay.
It's like that thing from Monty Python, the Holy Grail, the deadly rabbit.
Okay, go.
Hope it's like the rabbit from Monty Python.
Yes, it is. This weird ghoul gnome. Speaking of this weird ghoul gnome, it's next, and it's gonna go for.
I swear to God.
yeah, because I attacked it, because I was like, that'd be kind of weird if it didn't go for me.
Okay, it got a. It's gonna go with its teeth, and it got a 18. Okay, so that's a hit. Let's see how much damage it does.
18, yeah, it is a hit.
And that does 9 damage. Wait, 8 damage.
So, okay.
Press it down.
Holy
much
mother
are you
of
at?
God.
She has 4 hit points.
Okay, yeah, you all underestimated this small gnome.
Okay, my turn then?
Yes, it is
Oh,
your turn.
Jesus
Come
Christ.
on, come on.
You're okay,
Don't
you're
fuck
okay.
me over.
I mean, this gnome is fucked up too.
18!
You hit it?
Okay, do sneak attack damage.
Sure.
This motherfucker's gonna die.
What is that?
4, 3, 7, 9.
It's dead.
Finally!
You fucking killed it. You
How
fucking.
are you gonna kill it?
Congratulations, babe.
Wait, can I say how I kill it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's gonna be Makai days all over again.
How do you want to kill? It was at 5 HP when you killed
I'm
it.
literally gonna cause you're right next, you just lunged at her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the human ghoul still attached to my javelin, yes.
So I'm just gonna while she's doing this, I'm just gonna slide out of the way and jump up and take both of my daggers and just shove them right into his fucking skull.
Nice. Fucking nice.
Style points.
So,
Style points.
So yes, you have done it. You have McFucking killed this son of a bitch.
After how long?
I don't know. That was pretty quick in terms of combat. Maybe it's me, but combat tends to run long. I'm trying to read up on ways to make it go faster, but you know how it be sometimes.
Yeah.
So now you all can take a deep breath.
Short rest.
Landy comes out of hiding because she kind of bolted back to the main chamber when this started happening. I mean, she wanted. Well, come on, what's she gonna do?
Hey,
she's small.
Get in the way.
She is a small lesbian being.
Use her every shield. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
She points out the fact that the elf was one of the archaeologists, Skirin, and the human was Talcin, and the gnome was Quinn, who were apparently, she doesn't know what could have caused something to turn into a ghoul this quickly. Usually the process is a bit longer. But yeah. Are you guys gonna stay in this chamber for a minute?
I guess so.
Do you want to investigate?
Yeah, investigate.
Yeah.
Why did I put this away?
Because you hated it.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, there's not a lot in this one. Mostly it's just the bodies.
I got a 2, so no matter what, I don't see shit.
17.
So yeah, there's nothing really in this chamber. I'll tell you that
Let's
much.
go to the other one.
So do you want to go? Do you want to go?
Because there's the altar and then there's the other chamber.
Okay, let's go to the altar.
Do you want to go to the altar?
Yeah, let's go to the other
Yeah, can
one.
I?
Do we make religion on the altar?
Okay.
I have
So wait, one
more
second.
religion.
I forget which is what.
Yeah. Looking at time.
6:55.
Oh crap! I don't have signal over here. Do you have signal over there?
I have a little bit. I have some over
I
here.
have signal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this by you because there's 2 bars. So if my phone starts buzzing and says it's my mother, just
Okay.
Oh yeah, Eddie and Asher just told us to call her, right?
Mm-hmm.
In case
Yeah.
we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the main room, the altar. You're not gonna go to the other chambers.
Altar.
You're not gonna go to the
Yeah,
other chambers.
Not yet. Not just yet.
Okay.
Hey, also, I just want to ask, on Monday, since we have Monday off, do you guys want to come back on Monday?
We should. We have
It's-
Monday off.
Okay.
It's Memorial
The
Day.
library is closed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But we can go to someone else's house. We can do
Okay,
the campaign there.
I was actually
Okay, so-
thinking maybe we could have a graduation party at my house
Just
and
play
just
D&D.
play D&D. We'll have no
Oh my
time
god.
limit.
Just like a
Alright.
long.
All right, let's do
Okay.
this because I know we can finish this.
Okay, let's
So,
go.
let's try to finish this within the next hour before they like kick us out. Because I don't know. You
Okay.
said you booked it to 7, right?
Yeah, 7.
Okay. Well, we'll see if they'll have to come and tell us to go. So, you go into the main the main room it's called the life chamber in the here. I don't think it's a spoiler to tell you that. The circular altar at the far end of the life chamber is made out of well-worn stone, and on top of it are 3 evenly spaced hollows. There are some words carved around the rim in ancient Elvish. Landy reads it and is able to read the engravings easily. And what lives will die, and what dies will be reborn, and what is reborn will live, and then it kind of fades out. Scattered on the floor nearby are 3 small bowls. One seems to have been, which seem to have been knocked from the altar. One is made from gold, one from iron, and one from a black stone that appears to be kind of like an onyx. The bowls are the perfect size to fill the hollows in the altar, running around the rim. And each also has an engraving running around the rim of the bowl, also written in ancient Elvish. There is a small wooden box on top of the altar that contains a seemingly random collection of items. There are a half dozen eggs, a small blood-stained knife, a mortar and pestle, which is a thing that you use to grind up ingredients, a bundle of chicken bones tied up with string.
It's a puzzle, isn't it?
Yeah. You notice that the trail of blood that you noticed at the very beginning leads directly up to the center of the far wall, and the final pool ends neatly where it meets the wall and doesn't appear to be splashed upon it at all.
This is some kind of religious thing.
It's a religious.
Cool.
Do you want to do?
Do you want to know what the engravings on the thing say?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the golden bowl it says the essence of birth. On the iron bowl it says the essence of life, and on the onyx bowl it says the essence of death.
Okay.
So yeah, what the fuck do you guys make of that?
So then I'm assuming
You can check the other chamber for clues though. I'm just saying.
Can we look at the? I want to say what because like they're all like little indented things, right?
Yes, there's an altar and then there's like 3 little hollows
I'm
in it where
assuming
the
the
bowls
bowls
would
go
fit.
in there. So
Yeah.
maybe if we put the bowls in the indentions and then put those ingredients we found in the box inside
Yeah.
the bowls, it'll open that door.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to do that first, or do you want to go investigate the other room?
I want to go investigate the other room.
Me too.
Okay.
Go to Cisneros in the morning. He might be there.
Here.
It's
Bro.
okay, promise. Just try.
Okay. Landy mentions that the other room is where she thinks that the group had set up their camp. So,
So wait, where are we right now?
we're gonna go check out the other room and then see if we can figure out.
Fine.
Well, we're gonna come back to this chamber. We're gonna come back, guys. This chamber is a mirror of the other chamber, except the walls are filled with withered thorns and wilted roses, and the ceiling shows a maze of bones and skulls. It seems to have been used as a sleeping and living chamber by the archaeologist and contains several bedrolls and a handful of bags, some cooking equipment, and a small chest. Anyone want to like pillage?
I have the urge to look in the chest, but Lainey's with us, and I don't want to do that.
Well, she's kind of already like she wants to bring the stuff back, so she doesn't mind if you take it.
Yeah, we
Like this stuff.
I want to look in the chest.
How many bedrolls?
It's 3.
I'll take the bedroll.
It's 4. It's 4.
Oh,
That's
okay,
right.
I'll take
For each of the there's one guy, Candor. He's missing You guys haven't seen him yet. He wasn't in the ghoul party that attacked you earlier. So you want to open the chest?
Yeah.
You know what that means? Trinket time! Trinket time! Do you want to have someone else do it? Because you got all the trinkets.
Okay.
Okay.
Maverick opens
Okay,
the
Maverick.
chest.
So you open the chest and you find 50 gold. Wow. But you also find...
4. Okay, I got the 4.
Let's see what else you find.
Spin the wheel of death.
You find... Ooh, this is weird. Okay. You find a small scroll. It's just your average scroll. And out of curiosity, you open it. And when you open it, it looks like normal paper. And then all of a sudden, blood, or what looks like blood, some sort of viscous liquid, starts kind of bleeding out of the page. Out of, you're startled, so you drop it. It rolls back up, and there's no evidence of any blood. So you pick it up again, and you're like, what the fuck? And you open it, and it starts bleeding again. And then you close it, and the blood's gone. Yeah. Now you have a weird scroll that bleeds when you open it. Whose blood is it?
Oh.
Prank.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Well,
So that...
It's like, okay, what I love to think about is that, like, okay, Maverick is a chaotic good and everything, but I feel like sometimes Amnon just drags him into shit and he's like, you know what, fuck it, let's go.
Okay, guys. My mom's here. So yeah.
Oh, no! We were so close to finishing this, guys.
Until
Yeah.
next time.
Oh,
on Dungeons and Dumbasses.
Hey, I
B-A-U.
saved it on here, but you can't look at it.
Okay, I'm off.
Because we already gonna play it.
To be honest, I really use my time. So, like, I just have to keep it.
Yo, I'm still at 4.